Sorry everyone. Everyone, I apologize for the chaos there. Just had a near crash experience. New Sky, are you still logging? You are. Trying to get cam working. Okay. What happened to device manager? Is the stream back? Is the stream back? Just wave the hand about for a second. Refresh maybe? Didn't finish though. Are we back? Are we back? We may. Are we back is the question. Do I need to throw this in take two? Yes, we are back. We are back. Wonderful. We are back now. Okay, sorry about that. Scare everyone. Goat Cam decided to... Me trying to disable it and Windows thought... I'm just going to leave it like that. Because... I'm just going to leave it at that. Because... Yeah, that was a very, very scary experience. Near thing right there. Alright, what's 2 Lima Juliet doing? They are about to take off. And I hope if we were to get Moby Flight back up. So you are going to have to tune in some frequencies here in a moment. There we go. So currently we're monitoring 22.8. The Baltimore CTAP frequency is 119er decimal 400. New messages. Any new messages? Just that one. Yeah. I sincerely apologize for that scare, everyone. Trying to get your cam working inside, go into device manager, disable the yoke cam, see if that fixes it, disable it, and then re-enable it, and I fucked that up. And Windows wanted me to restart, and it kind of forced it. So, yeah, yuck. So, anyway. Hopefully we will not have any more concerns. And the chat should be working. The chat should be working, everyone. Subtleties. Matrix thing. So what it did was it did reset it. It did reset it. Fuck. That sucks. That sucks. It did reset it. Ouch. It did reset it in that whole chaos process. We're gonna begin our descent here soon. Hopefully at Nelly it's gonna give us... Hopefully at Nelly it's gonna go ahead and begin to give us radar, some stuff. Yeah. I sincerely apologize for that, everyone. I really do. So... Alright. We should begin to get messages. We should begin to get auto ATC messages here in a moment. Yeah, them pilots are discussing the Ryanair situation. Now they're under investigation for fucking up massively. Yeah, those pilots should be expecting a massive CME. Okay, New York Center, are we gonna go ahead and give us a buzz? There's no New York Center, by the way, but auto ATC ought to do it. Our top descent. You know, 707. Holding 30 minutes for that shit. Holding for 30 minutes for that shit. What the fuck? It's like, what the fuck, Ryanair? It's like, if the conditions are that bad, it's like, why the fuck divert to Edinburgh from Glasgow? Why the fuck risk it? I mean, Edinburgh is like literally like across the street from Glasgow. It's like the next town over. It's like, what the literal fuck were you guys thinking? From my standpoint, it's like literally across the street. Now, Manchester, on the other hand, that was a good diversion at the point. Why not do that earlier? Dude. It's like, what the fuck were those Ryanair pilots thinking? I'm completely serious. Okay, speed Speedbird 2 Lima Juliet is now airborne in the turn. Okay. Lander on runway 23. Below minimum fuel. To 20 kilos in total. With only 5 minutes and 30 seconds left of fuel. My goodness, that's like enough where I have to consider, can I even fucking taxi to the gate on that plane completely empty with fuel on board. Right, we're gonna begin our descent at Farl. If this thing doesn't, if Auto HTC doesn't give us messages, we're gonna begin our descent at Farl. Absolute garbage alternate. If they chose a fucking alternate, that would be that they knew it would be in hot shit as well. It's like, what the fuck were those Ryanair pilots thinking? Is just my question. To whoever's tuning in, we are currently direct to Bazek. We are going to begin our descent at Farl. In the meantime, the cabin crew gets a wonderful, wonderful announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'm gonna say a very good morning to everyone. In about 20 nautical miles or so, we are going to go ahead and begin our descent into Baltimore. We do sincerely apologize for any delays. We sincerely apologize for the nearly 12-hour delay we have. And we are descending into Baltimore now. We have good news for everyone. Y'all will get free $500 gift cards on our behalf, in addition to any damages from our delay to be paid for in full by us. Just submit a claim to our claims department here at British Airways, and of course we can go ahead and help you out with that if you need it. At this time, I'm going to switch these fasten seatbelt sign back on as we begin our descent into Baltimore. Thank you so much for flying British Airways after your insane delay. And we'll be talking with you once we have begun our descent. Thank you very much. Talk to you in a bit. Cabin crew, we got about 30 minutes to landing. Cabin crew, 30 minutes to landing. Alright, now that the cabin crew is advised of our intentions, we need to be on our descent now. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo Heavy, beginning his descent now from flight level 380 down to flight level 220. Baltimore traffic. And we're going to cross choice at level 120, correct? Yes. Cross choice at level 120. So we need to be at level. We're not getting any auto HTC messages today. US is essentially completely blank though. The US is essentially complete. And of course, fucking Nat Track just happened to hop online. Fucking hell, just our luck. Yoke cam doesn't work. I had to restart the stream because Windows decided to give me an issue. Almost lost all the flight progress. Just our luck this evening. That's why we do Baltimore to Heathrow's, not Heathrow's to Baltimore's. So. Bum bada bum bum bada bum. Bum bada bum bada bada bum bum bum. Bada bum bada bada bum. Bum bada bum bada bada bum. Bum bada bum bada bada bum. We should actually be getting some updated weather information here soon. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bada bada bum bum bum. Gotta keep our speed up. Gotta keep our speed up now. Gotta keep our speed up now. Speed. Let's get our speed up, please. I'm not a fan of this behavior. You see, I know that that's what this does, but it doesn't need to do that. Down to flight level 1. Call it 150 to cross Copas. Uh-oh. One of my friends was writing up my food yesterday or the other day, and he put my name as Ryanair. That was quite funny. Ba-da-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum. And Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo Heavy, further descent nav level 150 to pass Copez at and maintain. Baltimore traffic. We should, in a few moments, see our buddy to Lima Juliet out the window. Now, what's Discord going on about now? Happy landing. Somehow Baltimore has become an international British Airways hub. And it's all because of me. And if you select others. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's actually, where is Team Limit right now in the real world? Surely they've got to be over the Atlantic now. Or almost coming in for a new rival. 1-9 whiskey, 1-4 kilo. Yeah, the G Limit Juliet is almost there. They actually got out with only about an hour delay today. So for once, that sim is behind schedule. Yeah, that's happening a lot today. It's kind of annoying. He just hopped off for some reason. Hopped off the face of the planet. Right. Extended pressure now. Bum 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 bum. Damn, they're in a dash 300 ER today. My word! My word, they're in a dash 300 ER. Them lucky bastards. Them absolutely lucky bastards. They're in a dash 300 ER. Not a dash 200 like they should be. They're in a dash 300 ER. Them lucky bastards. Them absolutely lucky bastards. What the fuck, British Airways? You could have sent 777-300 ER anytime I fly with you. Yet you have to fly the dash 200 ER. Them lucky bastards. And the insane thing is that they're most likely not a full flight at all. What's their registration? Them them absolutely lucky bastards. Them absolutely lucky bastards. So aha. That explains it. Manchester were only accepting diversions in an emergency situation. That explains why they tried Eddie. Although I probably would have tried maybe Birmingham or someplace else. That's probably what I would have done, but yeah. If Manchester were only accepting diversions in absolute emergencies, which they were, then okay. Continue on this altitude for now. Actually, let's get down to flight 140. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo Heavy for the descent now from flight level 150 down to flight level 140. Baltimore traffic. Yeah. We can maintain 320 knots for now, actually. Because they probably used up all their fuel. So, it is important to acknowledge, though, that yeah. It's easy to criticize when you're not in that situation, though. Yeah. Still. Those pilots are going to be under investigation, but yeah. If Manchester was only expecting, or if Manchester was only accepting, yeah, because at the time that they asked to divert to Manchester, they probably just weren't emergency, so. Alright, we'll pass. Actually, let's go direct to Nucky. And then, yeah, let's go direct to Nuggy. Then, 5 miles from Nuggy, we'll descend the final 2,000. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to just go ahead and, I'd like to just go ahead and give y'all some arrival information. First things to note is that your deboarding of the aircraft is going to be incredibly slow today, unfortunately. We are going to try to have the customs agents directly at the gate for you today. With that said, though, there's only a few of them, unfortunately. There are only a few of them because Baltimore does not usually have arrivals this early in the morning. Usually most of them get sent home around 11, 12 o'clock at night, and we are arriving into Baltimore around 3:30 in the morning. And so just keep that in mind. Most likely they don't have any. With that said, though, if you would like to install the MCP mobile app for any U.S. citizens on board this flight, it will go ahead and increase your speeds, as now the custom agents I do not have to process your paperwork, as it'll be done automatically by you. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and thank the cabin crew for an amazing flight, and to go ahead and inform y'all that we are going to begin our approach very, very shortly into Baltimore. We're going to speak with y'all on the ground. And once on the ground, please keep your seatbelt sign, the seatbelt sign rolling on until the aircraft has stopped moving. You may hear one side of the aircraft spool down ever so slightly. That is absolutely normal, as we will be turning one engine off for fuel efficiency. Absolutely a normal procedural thing to do. Once again, thank you all so much for flying with British Airways, even if we do have an 8-hour delay. And we'll speak with you on the ground. Cabin crew 15, 15 minutes to landing. Cabin crew 15, 15 minutes to landing. Okay, down to flight level 120. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo Heavy for their descent now from flight level 140 down to flight level 120 to be leveled by Troy's, arriving via the Trish 4 arrival, the Noogie transition, and expecting an Alice approach into runway 33 left, Baltimore traffic. Tonight Eddie was offered, don't know if they had more info, but whatever was it. Should they set an incentive? It's already up in fuel. Sound like a reasonable choice. Besides, no, he declares Mayday for no reason. I would have questioned the ATC's judgment. It's ridiculous. Yeah, someone. Then they went and missed and declared Mayday. Man was now on jail again, and the putter, they make it. If they got thrown around enough to expect another GA, if they stayed, and there's the demand sound reasonable to me. Yeah. So they were at minimum fuel when they, for some reason, that situation with Ryanair is interesting. For those who don't know, what happened is a Ryanair aircraft performing a flight from Nice, France, I think it was, to Edinburgh, to Glasgow. I don't know if it was that. From Pisa, Italy to Prestwick, UK, so to Glasgow Airport, and ended up having to divert to Manchester and landed with only 5 minutes 30 seconds fuel on board. So yeah, still mind-boggling. Yeah, it's quite interesting. To whoever's tuning in, we are about to make our approach into Baltimore. Here soon, descent. Past Troy's at flight level 120, then it's down to Freeze at or above 9,000, then down to Trish at or below 9,000, and then it's down to Woody at or below 6,000, but above 5,000, and then Finn's at 5,000, then down to Key at 4,000 with a speed restriction of 250 knots, speed below 10,000, of course. So, anyway, let's go ahead and go direct to Trish now. Descend now to altitude 8,000. Baltimore traffic, speedbird 22 Bravo heavy, further descent now, altitude 8,000 feet, slowing speed 250 knots to be at or to be below 9,000 by Trish. Once again, expecting ILS 33 left in Baltimore, and slowing speed 250 knots now. Baltimore traffic. We need to get down there. Bottom bum 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 bum. Landing lights on now. Taxi. Somehow wait the entire way with the taxi lights on. Oops. Oops. Let me turn off lights on for preparation. We have now entered into Maryland. Right, we are going to go direct now to Ropes. Speed level 4,000. Radar vectors, ILS final beyond that. Speedbird 22 Bravo heavy now direct to Ropes. That is the Romeo Oscar Alpha Papa Sierra, bound for the inbound from the ILS 33 left localizer, Baltimore traffic. Yeah, the situation that happened with the Ryanair is it's interesting to say the least. And unfortunately, I do not have a yoke cam to show y'all today. That comes tomorrow then, or sorry, Saturday. Radar vectors, ILS 33 left final. And we have any more? Aha, we got Baltimore information Bravo. No wind, QNH 1045 now. Okay. 1045. Extreme high pressure. Extreme high pressure. Cabin ready, good. And we are way over speed. Speed 210 knots now. Go ahead and throw out flaps 1 now. Let me just make sure it's in my D10. Yes, it is. I have custom D10s for the for my throttle quadrant. For those curious, I have custom D10s. 109.400 is in. Speed brake kicks in. Yeah, that's fine. We can go ahead and ditch that now. Got loads of fuel on board. Speed 220 now. Speed 210 now. Down to altitude 2,400 feet. And then we get to just go very, very simple. Radar vector for final. Very, very simple. Pretty much essentially straight ahead. I mean, we might have to come out a little bit, but that's fine. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo, heavy, descending now down to altitude 2,400 feet. Once again, inbound for the ILS 33 left localizer, Baltimore traffic. We can go ahead and set an auto break of 3. There is no reason to muck up this approach today because there is no wind. We just have high pressure. There's no wind though. There is no reason to muck up this approach. No reason at all. Speed 210. We'll maintain that. That's tuner range down to 20. That's how they are a little wobbly. It might just be because my feet are on the rudder pedals now. Somehow the pilots for the Ryanair pilots, they fired up the APU once they landed, which with how little fuel they had, it's like, yeah, that might not have been the best ideas. So 5 minutes 30 seconds of flight time is what they had in terms of fuel. 5 minutes 30 seconds when they landed. My word. It's like, with that said though, I'm gonna say all that stuff. And I'm also going to acknowledge that it is easy to judge the situation without being in the flight deck on this. At the end of the day, none of us were there. So we don't know what they were thinking in the flight deck. But yeah, I'm very interested in the investigation that happens with this guy. I'm gonna go flaps 5 now. Alright, I am going to go ahead and align this. Maintain heading of, I'm going to call it 215 for now. It'll be base. And that is the wrong one. That is the wrong runway. Right there. That is the wrong runway, to be clear. That right there is runway 28. We are taking 33 left today. Why 33 left? It's a straight in taxi. There's no reason not to. And it's what they usually land with. Usually they'll take off runway 28. So. And I'm not. I set up these numbers back when we were passing Boston. Alright, that movement right there was me. That by accident, so. Speed 210. Let's speed 190 knots. Baltimore traffic, speedbird 22 Bravo. With the speed of 190 knots. Until established on the ILS 33 left localizer, leveling off altitude 2,400 feet now, and in a base churn for ILS 33 left, Baltimore traffic. I need to arm the ground spoilers here soon. Actually, we'll maintain speed 180 knots until established. We'll come out a little bit. 202. Noted. More flaps is an okay idea by me. We did begin that descent a little proactively, I'm not gonna lie. Same thing happened in at Brussels earlier. Began our descent a little proactively. That said, though, I definitely I feel like I'm getting better at not doing that, but still, definitely did begin that descent a little proactively. Good. Oh, that's looking solid. Before I forget, arm the ground spoilers. Get approach mode on. Do this. And we'll have to switch over to CTAF frequency in a moment. I have approach mode on. Baltimore traffic, last call on Unicom. Speedbird 22 Bravo, turning final now, ILS 33 left. Last call on Unicom, Baltimore traffic, switching over to CTAF frequency 119.400 now. Baltimore traffic. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo is turning final now, ILS 33 left. Slowing speed 160 knots until 4 mile final. Baltimore traffic. Gear down. Flaps full now. Shut up. It's going down. You can shut up. You can shut up your plane. The cabin should be ready. Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo heavy, slow to final approach speed of 130 knots. Baltimore traffic inbound on the ILS 33 left localizer. We are passing. There's a little park right there. I've been to it. Actually, the channel banner is actually a photo that of a 777-200ER. It's a photo of, taken by yours truly. All right. Take this over manually, passing about 700 or so. Last call, Baltimore traffic, Speedbird 22 Bravo heavy now, short final now, ILS 33 left. Last call, Baltimore traffic. Ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. There is a park right there. Very, very nice park as well. With a nice big walking trail. The channel banner is actually a photo I took at that park. Nice big plane spotter's place. Though Baltimore is not the best place for plane spotting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My controls.
400.
You have no reason to not butter this today. We gotta get that nose a little down. Shut up. Stable approach. Runway is in sight.
Minimums.
Continue. Clear to land.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Ah, you can't teach that now, can you? 96 feet per minute. My word. A little light, not gonna lie. But You really can't teach that now, can you? "96 feet per minute. That'll be as short if I've ever seen one." Flaps away. At least I hope it will be. Can we get off at this exit right here? I guess we can. Baltimore traffic, speedbird 22 Bravo Heavy, now clear of 33 left. Taxiing to stand Echo 3 via Bravo, Papa, and Juliet. Sorry, via Papa, Bravo, and Juliet. Baltimore traffic. Go ahead and shut down an engine in a moment. If it wasn't for the fact we are so unbelievably late. Sorry, taxi lights on. Turn off. Bit like Southwest now. Ah, that explains that. Throttles weren't fully stowed. Alright. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and take a left engine shutdown. Then fire up the APU. Make sure the flaps are away, speed brake away. Tell GSX where the fuck we are going. Loading. GSX, are you broken? Are you broken, GSX? It might be. In fact, it probably is. Really? Yeah, GSX appears to be broken. But that's most likely a fault of what happened earlier. And us having to switch streams, apparently. Let's see, what, auto brake. That said, though, it's interesting because it hasn't done it to anything else. Left engine is now 100% shut down. That's fine though. Bum. Let's see here. Is GSX gonna work now? No. It's not that one, it's the next turn. Go ahead and give GSX a moment. Ground ops. Automated ground ops. Yeah, I know. It's not gonna work. EP running. Door set to manual. We have landed though. Which means this lovely 77200ER is now ours at Baltimore to play with for aeronaut scheduled flights. Which today absolutely was one. Grumpy scheduled this to be on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So. 3:39 a.m. You definitely took an extra hour to get over here. Yeah, definitely took an extra hour to get over here than it would take to get over to London Heathrow. To be honest, I don't really know if I enjoy these Heathrow to Baltimore flights. Oh, what's going on now? Something's broken. Something broke there for a moment. What's broken? It's just I'm trying to put too much there. That might be why. There we go. We have the left engine shut down. That's probably why. Right engine wants to turn us in. So that's what's gonna happen there. JSX, you gonna work now? Yeah, no, JSX is broken. Everyone, welcome to Baltimore, my home airport. I fly out here all the fucking time. Okay, that's Echo 5 right there. Our stand, the aeronaut gates are Echo 3, which is this one. Right here. Now watch this. We're gonna do a little bit of this action. And all the lights are off, as the lights should be, because they don't usually have any international arrivals or any international flights, period, actually, nowadays. But yeah, they'll begin to shut off the lights after about 8 o'clock at night, depending on how slow Speedbird's being. Depending on how slow British Airways is being. And I'll go ahead and call that parking job good enough. Alright. Taxi lights off. Right engine shut down. Hydraulics off. Fuel pumps off now. Ground ops. GSX working now. No, it's not. Ground connections set. Chocks. Request the jetway. Request ground power. Beacon on. Close flight. See how much money we made for the VA. 9.95. Off center line landing. Perfect. $154,000 made for the aeronaut virtual airline. It's an off center line landing. A great touchdown though, and it was an off center line landing, not due to much issues. It was ever so slightly off. Alright. Logo, wing, strobies off now. Alright. Oh, this is unfortunately the point in time where I have to say goodnight to everyone. We are going to finish shutting down the aircraft. We can go ahead and turn the APU off now and keep the batteries on. Yeah. Let's go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM now. Anyway. landing analysis. Yeah, it was a little floaty at the end. Little floaty at the end. Anyway. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Even if it has been a bit of an interesting stream. Show everyone this. As I shut off Flight Sim. As I begin to shut down Microsoft Flight Sim and other applications. Yep. Anyway, if we were to look now at the aeronaut thing, whatever it is. Okay. Our operations. We should see that a lovely 772 has now arrived into Baltimore and is now stuck at Baltimore until someone brings it back to Heathrow. That'll most likely be me, to be clear. That'll most likely be me at some point next week. But I don't foresee it happening until at least Saturday night. Actually, not even it'll be beyond that. It'll be until Grumpy decides to schedule us in for Monday night, or I think it'll be Tuesday night that we end up getting it back. So, anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a blast, and I will see you all most likely Saturday night for a stream. Might be some short hauls. Might be more Sunday morning-ish. Don't know. Yeah, anyway, it'll be Saturday night, Sunday night, something like that. Anyway, I will see you all in the next one. So long. Bye-bye.